Hi guys, welcome to the Diana Falzone show on Paltalk, here every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern. For those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, welcome. This is a fun place where we talk about everything and anything, dating, relationships, even sex. So whatever your questions are, this is an open forum. If you have comments, stories to share, things that make you go, I just don't get it, this is the place to talk about it. I am Diana Falzone. I'm a national radio host for Sirius Satellite Radio on the Maxim channel, Maxim 108. I do a show there Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. EST. You can tune in there and hear me live all the time. Today, I'm super excited because I have brought a mastermind of dating and relationships herself, Lisa Ronis.
Yes.
From Lisa Ronis Matchmaking. You guys are online right now. Go to her website, give her page views, and see what this amazing woman does. LisaRonisMatchmaking.com. Check her out right now. Lisa, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
You're gorgeous. You really are. And you have a background in fashion.
Yes, I do.
Okay. How did you go from fashion to being Cupid?
I just had an idea one day that I didn't want to do fashion anymore. I mean, I was sort of hitting the wall. And I started to dig deep and say, what are the things that you love to do? I'm a photographer. I love to cook. I'm so nosy. I love setting people up. And
Really?
I set up so many people from when I was younger that got married and had children. And I mean, I'm a connector.
Right.
You know, you need a job, I get you a job. You need an apartment, I get you an apartment.
Look at you.
Like, love to put people together.
Wow.
And I used to do charity events all over town while I was in fashion. Excuse me. And I said, you know what? I think I'm going to start a matchmaking business. And I quit. And I started this thing, and it just took off. And it's 8 years.
8 years. And when you first started, what was your clientele base like? How did you start building your company?
Can I cough?
Yeah, you can totally cough. Take your water, take a sip. This is really, really laid back, casual place. This is just a conversation.
This is great. It's like two girls chatting, which I do all the time.
Exactly.
You said, okay, so I started to get press very early on.
Oh, wow.
My name got out there. And just kind of buzz and word of mouth. You know, I'd go to every charity event and sort of like mill around and look for inventory and look for clients and talk to people.
No, inventory. What is inventory in the matchmaking business?
Well, just say you didn't have a boyfriend, because tell me that you have a boyfriend.
Right.
And you're gorgeous and young and adorable, and a lot of my male clients would love to go out with you. In fact, I was going to ask you if you were single or not. So you would be inventory for the guys who paid me. So sometimes not everyone has to be a paying client.
Okay.
A guy will hire me and say, I want a 5'9", thin blonde. And so I scout the world, and I find him that, and I have a huge database, and it just sort of unfolds that way.
Do you sometimes actually say, I'm sorry, you are maybe a 6 on the scale, and you're looking for a 12?
Well, not in those words, but yeah, kind of sometimes have to bring people down to reality, because if their reach is too high, I mean, it's just ridiculous. One guy feels like no one is pretty enough, and he said, I want you to set me up with a girl who I like, who doesn't want to go out with me. I mean, this is how mental.
What?
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, please explain that. So he wants, so no girl's pretty enough.
No girl's pretty enough.
Even if she's like a supermodel.
I don't set him up with supermodels but he wants, well, I can't set him up with, actually some girls look like supermodels. I mean, it's just nuts. You do what I do, you deal with lots of different stuff.
Do you ever turn away clients, or
I do.
What is your I guess your application process like to be a client of the Lisa Ronis Matchmaking firm?
Yes. Zoo.
The circus.
The circus. First of all, it's a lot of money. It's costly. So if someone comes to me, they have to be able to afford my services.
Right. So you're taking a
higher
echelons. I assume like white collar workers for the most part.
Yes, absolutely.
Men and women.
Yes. I mean, a girl could be, a young lady could be a school teacher, and her parents give it to her as a gift or something, because on a teacher's salary, like I cost what she makes for the year.
Really?
No, not that much.
Wow, I was going to be like, you are rolling in it, aren't you?
But so definitely affluent. someone who is in good shape, but first and foremost, I have to be nice, and I have to feel like I can work with them.
Okay.
Because I've learned my lesson over the 8 years of like angry people, or just the never going to be happy kind of people. No way.
How do you get that sense? Because I know for a lot of our Paltalk viewers right now, many of you are in bad relationships, have been in bad relationships, and want to steer clear of going through that again. So what are those warning signs?
Well, I can personally judge someone very quickly.
Is that just a natural intuition?
Which is why, my mom used to say, I feel so sorry for you, because we'd be wherever, and we get in the car, and I'd size the person up in 60 seconds. And she used to say, I feel sorry for you.
Why?
Because
that's a great gift.
It's a great gift, but when you're young and you can like see right in there, it just...
it makes you a little jaded.
Yeah, and I don't think that I am, but I'm very realistic. And if someone is crazy or not going to be a good partner, I feel that they're not really looking for a true relationship. If they're married, if they have a girlfriend, but they want to sort of, lots of scenarios where I wouldn't take them on.
Right.
But I would say...
You've had people come in that have had girlfriends or wives or whatever, and they're...
Wives, no, not wives or husbands. But
girlfriends.
In talking, I meet with people a few times before I sign them on. And New York's a really small town.
It is.
It's such a small town.
That's one thing about New York City, I think, than any other city. And this is a global show, so correct me if you like. I know that I can walk around anywhere, mention a name, and people are like, I know that person too. So it's always like best face forward all the time.
It is. And also, if someone doesn't take good care of themselves, they're going to be really hard to set up.
Right.
So there's lots of things. But, I meet with everyone. If they call me and just say it's a 75-year-old woman, well, I'd love to help her. But I just signed an older gentleman, like in his 70s.
Really?
Yeah, that's really sweet. But so there are...
You won't set up an older woman?
I wouldn't have enough men.
Oh, because they die.
Right. Or I just don't have access. Like, I'm not dealing in the 70 plus.
Right.
But now for him, everyone's, mom whose father died, everyone knows someone between 60